Alrighty, this video is to let you know how to draw a Bohr diagram. Now remember, a Bohr diagram is just a representation of an atom and its electrons. So it always starts with, in the middle, a nucleus. So the middle of an atom is the nucleus, and in the nucleus, this is where you'll find the protons and the neutrons. And the number of protons is relative to the atomic number of each element. Now, Bohr diagrams are pretty easy. We're going to draw a circle around the nucleus, and this circle represents the first electron shell. So this is where the electrons will be housed. Now, the first electron shell can only have 2 electrons in it. So if I were to draw 1 electron in here, this is hydrogen. See hydrogen up here is number 1, and it has 1 electron. If I draw a second one, this is now helium because it has 2 electrons. Now look at the first row of the periodic table. There are only 2 elements, hydrogen and helium. So the first electron shell can only have 2 electrons. It's almost as if you took the row and you drew it as a circle around the nucleus. Now let's have a look at the second row. This one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 electrons, or 8 possible electrons in it. So here we draw another shell. Now this is the second row, so this is the first row, this is the second row, and now we can draw our electrons in. So if we draw 1 electron in, we are 1 electron in the second row, which would be lithium. 1 electron in the second row. And total 3 electrons, lithium's atomic number is 3. If we draw another electron in, we are now beryllium because we are total 1, 2, 3, 4 electrons, and beryllium's atomic number is 4. If we draw another electron, we are 3 electrons in the second row, or the third element in the second row. Remember, row 1, row 2, we are 3 electrons into the second row. So 1, 2, 3, we are boron. The next one is carbon, so it's another electron there. Now you'll see that I've drawn my electrons all opposite each other, as far away as possible. This is one way to show the electrons don't really like being near each other. Now when I continue to add electrons, I'm going to add them in between these. So nitrogen has 7, so I'm going to put nitrogen here. It doesn't matter where it goes, it has to be 7. So let's count them. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're definitely nitrogen because the atomic number of nitrogen is 7. Now oxygen would be 8. Fluorine, 9 with 1 gap, and neon, 10. Okay, now if we draw another row, then we have the next one, and it too can have 8. So if I fill them all up with 8, I'm now at argon. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, which is argon's number. Okay, so if we look at the next row, there's a lot more in it. So if we draw another electron shell, and this one representing the 4th row, this one could have 18. If you count all of these elements in here, that would be 18 elements. Mostly though, in the lower grades at school, you only need to draw up to the 20th element, which would be calcium. So if we draw 1 electron in here, we are in the 4th row. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4th row, 4th row, 1 electron, we're potassium. And then if we draw 1 more electron in there, we're calcium. Thanks for watching.